outside of the Boise VA live, where neighbors gathered earlier for a candlelight vigil to honor a Minneapolis VA ICU nurse that was shot and killed by federal agents.
And we're live from Valley County ahead of the Torchlight Parade here at the McCall Winter Carnival.
Yeah, coming up, we'll talk about all the fun festivities taking place on weekend number one.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Scott Val. I'm tracking the weather in the McCall area for the Winter Carnival. We'll take a look at the forecast through the weekend and beyond.
Connecting neighborhoods across the Treasure and Magic Valleys, telling stories from within our communities. This is Idaho News 6.
Welcome to Idaho News 6. I'm senior reporter Don Nelson. As protests continue around the country, the Department of Justice announcing it is launching a civil rights probe into the death of Alex Preddy at the hands of a Border Patrol agent in Minneapolis. Tonight, demonstrators gathering at the Idaho State House. Sahana Patel reports from the scene in just a moment. But first, a vigil tonight at the Boise VA. Neighborhood reporter Greenlee Clark joins us live.
Thanks, Don. Like you said, I'm reporting live here outside of the Boise VA, where neighbors gathered for a candlelight vigil to honor Alex Preddy, who lost his life last week in Minnesota when he was shot and killed by federal agents. Now, as you can see behind me, lots of people gathered around 4:30, and there were hundreds here. Now there just seems to be a few, and they left signs, homemade art, flowers, candles, you name it. Alex was a part of the Minneapolis AFGE, which Idaho's AFGE is the one that hosted this today. And he was also a Minneapolis VA ICU nurse. And of course, they paid their tributes here by having a moment of silence, reading a statement that his parents wrote. And then they also had a postcard table for neighbors to write postcards to his coworkers out in Minneapolis. And of course, we will have more information from this event for you tonight, but we'll also be having team coverage this weekend, as there will be a bike ride in honor of Alex on Saturday at 3. There will also be an anti-ICE protest in Caldwell at 11:30, and then a pro-ICE protest by the Liberty Dogs at 1 at the Capitol. Reporting live at the Boise VA, I'm neighborhood reporter Greenlee Clark, Idaho News 6.
No school, no work, no shopping. That's the message from protesters here calling for an economic blackout. It started in Minneapolis last week, and now it's here in downtown Boise. I'm your neighborhood reporter Sahana Patel at the Idaho State Capitol, where protesters are calling for an end to immigration enforcement. More than 1,000 protesters gathered in downtown Boise to take part in a national economic blackout following the death of 2 U.S. citizens who were killed by federal immigration officers in Minneapolis.
I canceled Amazon. I deleted my ChatGPT and Netflix.
I went to school for the morning, but I walked out after 5th period at around 1:30 to come here.
The strike calls for no school, no work, and no spending. Protesters say the goal is to send a message directly to lawmakers.
To show that you need us, that we are the true power in this country.
And under our current administration, the biggest way to affect them, it seems, is in their pockets.
On Saturday, pro and anti-ICE rallies are happening. Idaho News 6 will be there and will bring you the latest on air and online on idahonews6.com. I'm your neighborhood reporter, Sahana Patel, for Idaho News 6.
Legislative leaders in Idaho and Utah exchanging words over a proposal in the Beehive State that could hike gas prices by as much as 25 cents a gallon here in the Gem State. It's a Scripps News Group team coverage story you saw first here on Idaho News 6. Idaho House Speaker Mike Moyle not mincing words when I spoke to him on Thursday. Speaker Moyle condemning a proposal to add new taxes on a Utah refinery that supplies gas to southern Idaho.
Listen, we've played fair in the sandbox with Utah for years. We've always considered them a good partner. And to do this is full manure.
Speaker Moyle telling me further that Idaho will sue to stop the proposal, and even suggesting Idaho is ready to apply pressure to get Utah lawmakers to drop the idea.
We've got a lot of water that goes to the Great Salt Lake in southeastern Idaho. Let's keep it. Let's keep it in Idaho.
Today, the Speaker of the House in Utah had this to say in response.
I think that's immature, childish, and a little bit disappointed, to be honest with you. I think Idaho trying to kill the Great Salt Lake probably isn't a good thing. Certainly isn't a good thing for Idaho. I think hopefully all can be adults in the room, figure out where our disagreements are, try to find a way to come together.
Another lawmaker telling our team in Utah yesterday that Utah lawmakers serve Utahns, not Idahoans. This is a story Idaho News 6 will continue to closely follow for you.
Scott Dorval with your Idaho News 6 forecast.
Good evening, everyone. It is 41 degrees right now, still very mild. The saga goes on, above normal temperatures, and we're really going to be seeing that in the forecast to come. Not a lot of changes coming in. It's 34 in McCall right now as the sun's setting down on the opening night of the Winter Carnival. We'll get to that in just a moment. 34 degrees right now, no wind. If you're heading up in that direction, radar shows dry conditions going up the highway. Now, there are some snow showers going by Brundage Mountain. Again, they're just snow showers. Any of that will go by to the north. There's a slight chance of some slick spots tomorrow morning or overnight tonight as the sun goes down on Highway 95, say up near New Meadows towards McCall. But again, road conditions are really in pretty good shape right now. Here's what's going on with our high temperatures. Mid-40s, 48 in Mountain Home today, and even milder tomorrow because we're going to get more sunshine. So mostly cloudy tonight, not very cold again, down to 33. And for tomorrow, I think we'll see more sunshine than today. That'll allow the temperature to come up a little bit more. And the combination with 51 degrees and some sunshine, it's going to make it really nice to get outside for this time of year. Unprecedented, the mild weather, and it's probably going to continue. I'll have more on that coming up in a bit. I want to show you that quick check at traffic, which was just brutal about an hour ago. 36 minutes now out to Meridian. It has improved, but again, very slow going here because of an accident near Locust Grove that crews have been clearing. 48 minutes out to Caldwell as well. Once you get past that accident, it is smooth sailing on the interstate tonight. We mentioned the McCall Winter Carnival getting underway here in moments. And joining us right now, our own Allie Tripke and Isaiah Sharp from the Winter Carnival. I can feel the excitement in the air.
Oh man, It is awesome. It is tons of fun seeing hundreds of kids and families out here enjoying, soon to be enjoying the Torchlight Festival. Allie, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we're here at the McCall Community Church, and kids and their families, local kids and of course visitors too for the carnival, grabbing cookies, hot chocolate, and of course these glow sticks.
Tons of fun.
For the Torchlight Parade. The kids won't be carrying torches. It'll be the volunteer firefighters from the McCall Fire Department. I talked to them a little bit ago, and they're very excited to get things going around 6:30. We're up on First Street. The kids and the firefighters will walk down First Street, across the lake, or around the lake, and then Hotel McCall. They'll go and light that bonfire that's right next to the concerts and the live music.
And that's the start. That's the kickoff.
Keep people warm. It was so warm last year. It's so fun. I don't know if people could see the kids. They're having so much fun. Here they're jumping on all the snow sculptures here.
Having a great time.
You saw some snow sculptures earlier.
Yes, as we're going to heat up at the Torch Festival, I cooled down a little bit earlier with all of these really cool sculptures. Take a look, some incredible artwork. This is for somebody who kind of struggles with stick figures. Some pretty incredible pieces. You may notice a little bit of a theme too.
They're all the lake monster.
Yes, this year's theme is Where in the World is Charlie, and some of them honestly terrifying how well that these are
really
designed.
But
it's awesome to see so many people enjoying the festivity, getting things kicked off, and this is just weekend number one. We've got a whole other weekend next weekend. We're going to be there as well, and a fireworks show happening tomorrow. So make sure to stay tuned to Idaho News 6 over this next week. We'll have all of the festivities and more. Reporting in McCall, I'm Isaiah Sharp.
And I'm Allie Tripke
for Idaho News 6.
Hey, Jinx.
In Caldwell, at the Caldwell YMCA, leaky pipes have paused aquatic services. Challenges at another Caldwell pool, this time at the YMCA. I'm our Caldwell neighborhood reporter Leslie Solis talking with the CEO to learn what caused a leak in a maintenance room at the Caldwell Y and how soon it will be fixed.
We just want to serve people and enjoy and build relationships. And so their thought when we had to close was, oh no. You know, what are we going to do?
For nearly 2 weeks, a leak at the Caldwell YMCA has forced the Aquatic Center to put some services on hold. While the community raises frustrations over the minor setback, Treasure Valley Family YMCA CEO David Duro says that safety must remain a top priority.
First and foremost always is how do we make sure people are absolutely safe? And so throughout this closure, no one was ever put at risk of harm or injury.
After the leak, staff got to work to restore operations. Caldwell YMCA Director Eric Bullock showed me the facility, where the lap pool and steam room are back open for swim lessons and water fitness classes.
Running these facilities that are big and complex, sometimes something will happen just like at home, you know, and we do our very best to maintain them and make sure that never happens. You know, there's no guarantees in life, but we try really hard, and then when it does happen, we try to make sure that it doesn't happen again.
Bullock says he's hopeful community members will hear good news later this week about when services can fully reopen. I'm Caldwell neighborhood reporter Leslie Solis, Idaho News 6.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Scott Roval. Idaho snowpack is certainly on the lean side. I'll reveal these numbers in my extended forecast.
Scott Dorval with your Idaho News 6 forecast.
Good evening, everyone. You can only go so long without snow before the snowpack numbers really start to drop into some low categories. I was updating this map today, and as the numbers were dropping, all the colors were changing, green to yellow, blue to green, and some of the orange to red, as it's just not keeping up. There's no snow going in, so we're flatlining with the amount of snow. We're supposed to be getting this normal amount of snow, and so our percent of normal is dropping. 66% at Payette, about 70% of normal, close to it at the Boise Basin, and to the South Mountains. Oh my gosh, horrible down here. 19% of normal in the Owyhee Basin, less than half for Bruno, Salmon Falls, and Goose. The Weiser Basin is at half of normal, but still really good snowpack in the Wood River Valley. Usually this is one of the places that doesn't get as much, but we had that surge of moisture early on, and the snowpack's got the moisture locked in. Keep in mind, we had a lot of moisture that fell in the Boise Mountains. It fell in the form of rain, and that rain, much of that drained into, some of that anyway, drained into the reservoir. So we do have higher than normal reservoir storage right now because of that. And so that makes these numbers not quite as bad, but it's tough. And we don't have any more precipitation in the forecast for another week at least, if not longer. And that's something we're going to have to watch really closely because the numbers are going to continue to drop here. Cloud cover zinging across the skies during the day today. We had a little sunshine working its way in. Temperatures getting into the mid 40s, so above normal. You take away some of that cloud cover and it could get really, really nice. And that's what I'm thinking is going to happen for tomorrow. 41 degrees right now, light wind. So if you've got any plans this evening, no precipitation going on. It's 40 at Bogus Basin. The forecast for Bogus Basin for the week, no precipitation once again. This is a prolonged period of dry weather, unprecedented winter indeed, with 26% of normal snowpack for the Boise, for Bogus Basin specifically. Some ice forming on the lake here, but again, if you're going up to the Winter Carnival, you got to stay off the lake because the ice is not strong enough. Temperature-wise, it'll be very comfortable to be outside. 40 tomorrow in the afternoon, 42 on Sunday in the morning, dropping below freezing, certainly into the low 20s. That should keep the sculptures intact. There'll be some melting going on, but those sculptures are really compacted in tight, and so you get a lot less melting because it's much more dense. It takes a lot of energy to melt that ice as opposed to just light snow, and that's the case. But no precipitation is likely. There are snow showers to the north tonight. They should stay to the north. Look at these temperatures warming up into the mid 40s for next week. Right now, the cloud cover pushing across the west is clearer skies or broken cloud cover to the south. I think this is going to come surging in with the mild weather. So you've got a dip in the jet stream, cold air plunging down in the central Pacific. That surges warmth up into the west, the way it's been all summer, and that surges cold air down into the east, and this pattern repeats all the way around the northern hemisphere. It's just that we're locked in with this ridge over us, and so we're not getting the cold weather. It's all going back east, and with that they're getting just relentless snows. Another period of snow coming in for the mid-Atlantic states, North Carolina, Virginia, getting snow out to North Carolina, the Cape Hatteras area, and so brutal cold coming in. We can see temperatures in Jacksonville the next couple of nights dropping down to 20 degrees, while Boise is sitting around 32 for a low temperature. It's colder in the panhandle of Florida. Just crazy conditions. Here's that mild weather and clearer skies coming in for the weekend. So enjoy the sunshine coming on in. Looks like it's going to be quite nice. So the forecast for the Treasure Valley shows again, I think we've got a better chance for more sun. And with that, it's just going to feel so much nicer. Touching 51 in Boise and Emmett, maybe 48 in Weiser. Lots of sunshine, certainly quite mild. 51 degrees in Mountain Home. There's that Northern Valley, Valley County forecast. 56 in Riggins, by the way. About 40 degrees in McCall. Looking really nice. My extended forecast, no changes. Look at this mild weather. A mild weekend in the 50s, and 50s continue into next week.
We take you to the Western Idaho Fly Fishing Expo put on by the Boise Valley Fly Fishers.
News 6 Ski Report, sponsored by Larry H. Miller Subaru.
Okay, here are the latest numbers. People not necessarily thinking a lot about skiing with the dry weather we've had, but there's snow in the mountains. It's a good thing we got what we got when we did, because we'd be really in trouble. The Bogus Basin, though, still only 18 trails open, 6 out of 10 lifts, a 25-inch base. They just can't add to it. They've added 3%. Their snowpack is 26% of normal. That's a quarter what we should have as far as the snowpack. Tamarack Resort had gotten more snow. They've got 43 runs open, 55-inch base at the top of the mountain. Brundage is completely open with 40 inches at the summit. Sun Valley Resort, 95 of 109 trails. They added 1 trail today. Pomerelle Mountain, 3 inches. Again, that was the last 48 hours to 72 hours with that storm system. They're completely open. Magic Mountain is still closed. Soldier Mountain opening again this weekend. So again, today, Friday through Sunday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And the Tubing Hill at Eagle Island is having an epic year.
The Western Idaho Fly Fishing Expo is the largest fly fishing expo in the entire Northwest. I'm your Idaho Backroads neighborhood reporter, Steve Dent, and this expo has something for everyone while also helping Boise Valley fly fishers with their mission. The Western Idaho Fly Fishing Expo features multiple casting ponds with professionals like Chris Girano, as people can get instruction, tips, and also practice. And it doesn't matter if you're a seasoned angler or just starting out.
It's really awesome to get that instruction, because at first I thought it was all your elbow when it's really all your shoulder. So it was really cool to experience that.
But even if you're an expert, you can learn from some of the best fly tyers around. The expo features seminars, vendors to help plan your next trip, and all the latest gear and trends. The Boise Valley Fly Fishers put this event together with the help of all of their volunteers.
It is the largest in the Pacific Northwest, and we do this each year and bring to the Treasure Valley some of the best educators, fly fishing experts that you're going to find.
And if you miss the expo today, you can catch it on Saturday from 9 to 5. I'll have more information on our website. I'm your Idaho Backroads neighborhood reporter, Steve Den, for Idaho News 6.
Here's a final check at that forecast for the Treasure Valley. Incredibly mild weather, almost 10 degrees above normal in many locations. Now, if the inversion strengthens, we might pool some cool air in the valleys and these temperatures could drop. But the computer models are trying to hang on to this mild weather. So we'll have to see how it shapes up. I think tomorrow could be pretty amazing as we get some sunshine in 51. That's my pick day. But we've got temperatures near 50, if not above 50, all the way through next week. Our unseasonably dry winter continues. I'll be back tonight on Idaho News 6 at 10 o'clock for a complete update to the forecast. In the meantime, enjoy your evening, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you later tonight.